What if I told you that a single concert ticket exposed a lie that had been repeated for years? That one woman's refusal to back down revealed a system designed to exclude people who had every right to be there. This is the story of Dr. Aisha Williams, a 34-year-old cardiothoracic surgeon, a woman who saves lives for a living. And on one Friday night in September, she became the center of a viral moment that would force an entire industry to answer some very uncomfortable questions. Picture this. You're standing at the entrance to a sold-out concert. You bought your ticket 3 months ago. You have the confirmation email, the credit card charge, the digital barcode. Everything checks out on your phone. But the security guard looks at you, looks at your ticket, and says 3 words that change everything. This isn't real. Now, you might think this is a simple misunderstanding, a technical glitch, something that gets resolved in 5 minutes with a quick call to customer service. But what happened to Dr. Williams wasn't a glitch. It was a pattern. And when the actual system glitch happened 30 minutes later, it revealed something absolutely explosive. Because here's what nobody expected. When the venue's entire ticketing system crashed and they had to manually verify every single ticket from the past hour, they discovered something shocking. Dr. Williams' ticket was 100% legitimate, but 15 other tickets that had been accepted without question, those were the fake ones. And every single person who was wrongly accused, you can guess what they all had in common. By the time this story was over, there were protests outside the venue, a discrimination lawsuit, and a ticketing company scrambling to explain how their security protocols seemed to only target certain people. So what really happened that night? How did one woman's experience expose an entire system of bias? And why did it take a technical malfunction to reveal the truth? Buckle up. This story has twists you won't see coming. Let me tell you what happened after the camera stopped rolling. Dr. Williams didn't want to become an activist. She just wanted to see Beyoncé. But when her story went viral, she made a choice. She filed a formal discrimination complaint. She joined a class action lawsuit with 47 other Black concertgoers who had similar experiences at that venue. And she used her platform to demand real change. 6 months later, the venue settled. They implemented mandatory bias training for all security staff. They changed their ticketing protocols to include actual verification steps instead of just scanner beeps. And they hired an independent consultant to audit their security practices quarterly. But here's what really matters. Dr. Williams' story started a national conversation. Other venues admitted they had similar problems. Ticketing companies were forced to examine their systems, and thousands of people shared their own stories of being profiled at concerts, sporting events, and theaters. Because that's the thing about systems of discrimination. They work perfectly until someone refuses to accept them, until someone stands their ground, until someone has the courage to say, "No, you're going to verify this properly." So here's what I need from you. If you found this story important, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because I cover these stories every single week. Stories that matter, stories that expose injustice, stories that inspire change. Drop a comment below and tell me, have you ever been profiled in a public space? What happened? This is a safe space for real stories. And share this video, because Dr. Williams' experience isn't unique, it's just documented. And the more we document, the harder it becomes to deny. The system glitched that night, but the real glitch was thinking nobody would notice the pattern. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Dr. Williams made a decision. She wasn't moving. "I'm not stepping aside," she said firmly. "My ticket is valid. I paid for it. And I'm not going anywhere until you scan it properly or tell me the real reason you won't let me in." Jennifer's face reddened. "Ma'am, if you don't comply, we'll have to call security." "I am complying. I'm standing here with a valid ticket. You're the one refusing to honor it." By now, Maya's video had been going for 6 minutes. Other people in line were filming too. Some were vocal in their support. "Just let her in. This is ridiculous. Her ticket is obviously real." Others were less sympathetic. "Can we just move this along? I'm gonna miss the opening." At 8:03 p.m., 3 minutes after the show had started, Jennifer radioed for additional security. 2 more guards arrived. The situation was escalating. And then, at 8:07 p.m., something absolutely wild happened. The entire ticketing system crashed. Every scanner at every entrance turned red. Nobody could get in. The screens all displayed the same error message: "System offline, please wait." Chaos erupted. Hundreds of people were stuck in lines. Staff members were running around trying to figure out what happened. Managers were on their phones with tech support. And in that chaos, something remarkable occurred. A manager named Robert Chen came out to make an announcement. "Ladies and gentlemen, we're experiencing a technical issue with our scanning system. For the next 30 minutes, we'll be manually verifying tickets. Please have your confirmation emails ready." Manual verification meant actually looking at the tickets, checking confirmation numbers against a master list, verifying purchases. Real security measures, not just scanner beeps. Dr. Williams turned to Jennifer. "Great, so verify mine." Jennifer had no choice now. She radioed for someone to bring out a tablet with access to the ticketing database. When it arrived, she pulled up Dr. Williams' confirmation number. The ticket was 100% legitimate. Paid in full, no flags, no issues. Jennifer's face went pale. "Your ticket is valid," she said quietly. "You can go in." But Dr. Williams wasn't done. "Why did it take a system crash for you to do what you should have done 20 minutes ago? Why was I the only person pulled aside when 5 other people had the same scanning issue?" Jennifer had no answer. But here's where the story gets absolutely explosive. As staff manually verified tickets for the next hour, they discovered something shocking. In that 60-minute window, they caught 15 counterfeit tickets. 15 people who had somehow gotten through the scanners with fake tickets. Want to guess who they were? Well-dressed, confident, entitled, and white. Every single one. Some argued with staff when confronted. One woman actually threw her phone. Another man threatened to call his lawyer. But the evidence was clear. Their tickets were fraudulent. Meanwhile, Dr. Williams, Maya, and 4 other black women who had been pulled aside during the system crash, all of their tickets were completely legitimate. Maya's video went viral that night. By morning, it had 8 million views. Hashtag #TicketingWhileBlack was trending. Civil rights attorneys were reaching out, and the Riverside Arena was facing the worst PR crisis in its history. The venue released a statement apologizing for any inconvenience and promising to review their security protocols. But the damage was done. Because Dr. Williams didn't just expose one racist security guard, she exposed a system where bias was baked into every assumption, where suspicion defaulted to melanin, where security measures were really just profiling dressed up in corporate language. And it took a technical glitch to prove what black concertgoers had been saying for years. Let me take you back to September 15th, 2024, the Riverside Arena, a sold-out Beyoncé concert with 18,000 people trying to get through the doors. Dr. Aisha Williams had been looking forward to this night for months. She'd bought her ticket the day they went on sale, a $450 floor seat, Section 3, Row 12. She'd taken the evening off from the hospital, which for a surgeon is no small thing. She'd gotten dressed up, met her friend Maya at a restaurant nearby, and arrived at the arena at 7:30 p.m. for the 8 p.m. show. The line was long but moving. People were excited, taking selfies, singing along to the pre-show music pumping through the outdoor speakers. Dr. Williams and Maya finally reached the entrance at 7:52 p.m. Maya went first. She scanned her ticket on her phone. Beep. Green light. Enjoy the show. Dr. Williams stepped up next, pulled up her ticket on the Ticketmaster app, and held her phone to the scanner. Beep. Red light. The security guard, a man in his 40s named Derek Paulson, frowned. Try it again. She did. Beep. Red light. Can you refresh your app? Dr. Williams closed the app, reopened it, and tried again. Red light. Derek's demeanor shifted. He stepped back and crossed his arms. Ma'am, I'm going to need you to step aside. What's wrong? Dr. Williams asked, keeping her voice calm despite the knot forming in her stomach. This ticket isn't scanning properly. We need to verify it's legitimate. Maya, who had already walked through, came back. What's happening? They're saying there's an issue with my ticket, Dr. Williams explained. Behind them, the line was backing up. People were getting impatient. Some were craning their necks to see what the holdup was. Derek called over his supervisor, a woman named Jennifer Marks. She looked at Dr. Williams' phone, then at Derek, then back at the phone. This ticket looks suspicious, Jennifer said. Dr. Williams felt her heart rate spike. Suspicious? I bought this directly from Ticketmaster 3 months ago. I have the confirmation email, the receipt, everything. Ma'am, we see fraudulent tickets every night. We need to verify this before we can let you in. Then verify it, Dr. Williams said, her professional composure starting to crack. I have proof of purchase right here. But here's where things got weird. Jennifer didn't ask for the proof. She didn't pull out any device to check the ticket's authenticity. She just stood there, arms crossed, while the line behind Dr. Williams grew longer and more agitated. Maya pulled out her phone. I'm recording this, she announced. Jennifer's eyes narrowed. Ma'am, you can't record security procedures. Actually, I can. This is a public space, and my friend is being profiled. The word hung in the air like smoke. Nobody's being profiled, Derek snapped. Her ticket didn't scan. That's not profiling, that's security. Dr. Williams pulled up her email and showed them the original purchase confirmation. Look, purchased August 1st at 10:03 a.m. Confirmation number 847-JK2-998. Credit card ending in 4721. This is legitimate. She barely glanced at it. These can be faked. I'm sorry, but we can't let you in until we verify this through our system, and that could take 30 to 45 minutes. The concert was starting in 8 minutes. That's when Dr. Williams noticed something. In the past 10 minutes, at least 20 people had walked through the adjacent scanning station. She'd been paying attention now. 5 of those tickets had beeped red initially, but those people had been told to just try again or the scanner's being finicky, and were waved through after a second attempt. Not one of them had been pulled aside. Not one of them was black.